This is a free podcast from the BBC. For more information, you can go to our website, bbc.co.uk/Radio 2.
Great show, Terry. Oh, Wendy Red Robin, this is not like my listener. I understand you're working in Steve Reich's studio today because you've wrecked your own, and I never laid a finger on it. Even as we speak, I understand we're talking to the Germans, which isn't easy because we can't speak German and they can't speak English. But both sets of engineers are looking at the equipment and going, and in some cases, Donner und Blitzen. Does this mean that your standard of broadcasting will have to rise and that the listeners to your programme might say, great show, Terry? Well, yes, I'd like a bit more of that, but there's little chance of it happening. As Terry woke this morning and dashed off back to work, he had a nasty feeling there might be just a quirk. I hope that pesky studio, the thing they call 6C, will start up and keep running, be kind to you and me. But as he ran up all the stairs to the lofty top-floor room, he remembered not to turn the light on, or the thing could go off. Boom! He thrust the door wide open and faced the evil desk. The on knob sat there glowing. But that'll be the test. With gentle fingers swaying, he pressed the button in. And guess what? Her comes Linny with her luscious, oily grin.
Don't do it, love. It's broken, and I'm working on it now. The wires have all burnt up, see? And there's been a great big row. You'll have to go to Sarah's to do the show today. She's left the seat all warm for you, and it's even dry today.
Oh, Horatio, you're not a million miles off the mark there. Oh, and Sir Bobby Robson is writing. Heartening news over the footy. Soccer. I think we should possibly do what the Americans do and just let little kiddies and the girls play it. I see the World Cup draw has placed England in the same group as Croatia, Ukraine, Belarus and Kazakhstan. Yeah, England do get easy draws. Yeah, a group that perhaps won't be known so much as the group of death, but more the group of Eurovision. Now, I don't like to be a prophet of doom, but unless we can change the bent voting system, I think our gallant lads won't be lifting the trophy until 2014, at least. Thank you, Sir Bobby. Now, somebody's asked me to sign a card for somebody's birthday, and I opened up the card and it went,
hello, me old hearties. They say you're only as old as you feel, so give that person next to you a hug. It's gotta be worth a slap across the face. Top of the morning, do you, chums?
You think that might have been Serafinovich? Or possibly Rob Brydon? Who did it sound like? Top of the morning to you, chums. Nobody from Ireland ever said top of the morning. Honestly, trust me. Oh, begorra. This is Radio 2. It's the only place you get it, no matter where you go. A Robin Goodfellow of Kettering. So they want to include the Welsh dragon in the Union flag. Is this because you've set a precedent by including that Welsh dragon, Lynn, on her birthday? You can call her a dragon. How dare you? For there is no sweeter girl in the Principality. And another thing, I can't see this thing with Virgin taking over Northern Rock. Here we go. I mean, they'd have to call it Northern Virgin. Okay, yeah. Oxymoron. I've been tuning into the dulcet tones of Herr Wogan since I was a boy, says Sean of Bonn in Germany. It's a funny name for a German, but there you are, Sean. Sean Moishes. My shoes, I know. Anyway, my musical career was shaped by you playing records such as Chili Bom Bom by the Temperance Seven. Yes? I wondered why older people had to fight the flab, and now look at you, Sean. Can hardly move. I was so influenced by the music you played, I saved me pocket money, saved your marks and shillings, and bought a banjo, and I could play along. You bought a banjo? Would you not buy an accordion? Huh? Or a bowron? I could play along with the thrilling records of the Pasadena Roof Orchestra, and my banjos provided me with a career that means I tour all over Europe playing traditional jazz. Well done, Sean. However, then Radio 2 changed its musical policy. Well, it hasn't really changed any musical policy. It's just people have got, older. Yeah, honestly, they do. And I find it awkward to strum along with Atomic Kitten and Boys Aloud. Boys Aloud. Could you please send me the chord sheets? Or even better, play some of the songs I grew up with. Yours with a C7th in waiting. Oh, give us that C7. What could you do to this? Happy birthday, it's your birthday.
It's my birthday.
Yeah, well, the Welsh wizard, of course. lady of the road, have a great day.
Oh, thank
See,
you.
they all love you. Happy birthday to you, squash tomato and stew, bread and butter in the gutter. Happy birthday to you.
Now, is that an Andrew Motion, that one?
No, that's a rhyme as old as time.
It seems so, you know.
That was found first on the Rosetta Stone. Today is your birthday.
Yes.
This is from Barnsley Chop. This is more like it. Today is your birthday. I've cooked you a treat. A big bowl of tripe and a pile of pig's feet. I know how to pamper a young lass like thee. Just shift me this manure, then you can sit on me knee.
I'm putty in that man's hands, you know. Absolute putty.
Today is the birthday, you see, Andrew Motion, the poet laureate.
This is the proper one, is it? Right.
And not only that, he's written in actual prose. Today is the birthday of Miss Lynn Bowles, so I'm sending her one of my ditties. She's a radiant beauty, and I really wish I could get hold of her autograph. Well, isn't that nice?
Thank you, Andrew.
She's good, isn't she?
She is good.
Get out.
Come on, wish her a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. You're very kind.
Barrowlands comes in for very few people.
I know it. No, but he hovers and worries me. All the way through that.
It's when he stops hovering you've got to watch.
I'm going now.
Heavens.
He's going to kiss you very quickly and very hard, and then he's leaving.
Thank you.
And for one day only, I'll be nice to Lynn. Oh, it's Crookie.
Oh.
And greet her with a happy grin, for today is such a special day. All her butties will come out to play, upon her cake candles a few. Puffing them out will be easy to do. That's true. Just the 20. Let's hope she likes the present she gets. Perhaps she'll add to her socket sets. Yes, our darling is another year older, and once she hits the gin, nothing'll hold her. Do I hear this year her sights are set higher? Someone warn the Treoche male choir. How dare they? Look, as I say, because although Children in Need is over, the big night, the fundraising still goes on. Helen Bach, who's raring to go. The Tog Celebrity Calendar is still for sale at www.togscalendar.org, although they handed over well over £100,000. There's more to come, along with the beautiful 9-carat gold Podsy necklace and tie pin. I have the tie pin, you know, with the rubies and the diamonds, and honestly, you ought to try and have a look at it. It's a lovely, lovely gift. And we also have the Me and the Crew Christmas cards, cartoon cards donated by Britain's top cartoonists, egg cups. There's Ken and Steve and Chris and me and polo shirts and fleeces and Janet and John CDs, all sold in aid of children in need. That's www.togscalendar.org. Go on. How disappointed, says Taff Man, I was to find out that Lynn was 62.
Yes, my Wikipedia entry was for quite a long time saying I was born in 1945. And I think I look remarkably good on it.
You do indeed. Well preserved. She looks a lot younger in her photographs on the web. I was going to invite her for a luxury day out in Cardiff.
Yeah.
Faggots and peas in Cardiff Market.
Oh, lovely.
Afternoon in Splot Labour Club, playing pool and darts.
Ooh.
Dinner, pie and chips up or down Caroline Street.
Yeah.
Finished by a Cardiff bus home.
Can I?
But as she's that old, I don't think I'll bother.
Thanks, Taff.
The old Wigan glass eye can go back to Paddy's pawn shop on Splot Road, and Cold Tip can have his spare teeth back. Sorry, Lynn, says Taff.
Oh, I would have been up for that.
And there's others standing up for you, though. Bendy Toy says, I was most distressed to hear ungallant speculation about Lynn Bowles' recent birthday. Don't people in the modern age, you should never ask a lady her age.
No.
Never.
Because we'll only lie.
And Bendy says, on a different subject, could you settle a bet? Let me know how much she weighs. Pete, I'll move on here. She's nothing.
Do you want
the
to
answer
know?
is nothing. There's nothing of her. I am totally disgusted hearing one of your colleagues calling Lynn Bowles common. I didn't have time to vent my anger to Sarah Kennedy. Girls from Splot are not common.
No?
No, just rough. Well, your father wasn't a rabbi, was he?
No, not that I remember, no.
No, because you've got a lot of what I can only describe as Jewish hand gestures.
Well, you just never know. We're a bunch of mongrels, I'm
Listen,
sure.
while you're at it,
All sorts.
did you not feel it worth mentioning?
What?
That the flyover was going to be closed at midnight or 11 o'clock last night on the M4 and me going home late.
I say blame Sally Bozeman. Okay?
Yes,
Will that do?
That's your answer to everything.
Does that get me out?
No. I've been thinking about the Lynn Bowles parts. What? What? I'm concerned she's becoming typecast as a mad Welsh woman.
There's a reason for typecasting,
Yeah.
I'd like to say.
I'd like to extend her range, would you? At this end, I've been considering her play 7 of 9 in a radio version of Star Trek Voyager.
Yeah.
As she's doubtless aware, the part requires wearing a skin-tight catsuit. And bulging in the most extraordinary places. So if she could send some photographs of herself in this attire, it will be evaluated, by a team of experts. Oh, yeah.
Is that the same bloke who wanted to know how heavy I was?
Yeah.
Sorry, how light I am.
Exactly. There's method in his madness. Yesterday, while in my current employ as a Christmas lad, and you're 51 years of age, Ivan. Yes, I'm going no further. Had a well-known high store clue. It has an "and" in the name. Oh, really? An odd couple came to my till bickering about the colour of a pair of trousers they wanted to buy. He, they're grey. She, no, they're not, they're brown. Both. What colour are these? Me, turning label over. The ticket says they're beige. He, I want a grey. She, ever more exasperated. Oh, get them, they'll do. Me, never mind, sir. Terry Wogan would be proud of you. He, Terry Wogan? Oh, I don't like him either. The king is dead. Long live King Deadly.
Ah, yes, thank you very much indeed. Yes, I'm thinking of changing job, though, to be honest.
Really? What you
Well,
gonna go
I
do?
think acting is more me, you know.
Acting.
I could play Dr. Harrison. I could do that role
You're more likely the cat, mate.
in Cranford, I thought, because he wore a lovely red jacket. You see the red jacket now?
I know. No, he had to move it. No, he had to go out of red because he's
had to go-
a doctor.
They don't take you seriously if you're in red, you see. That's the trouble.
Yes, they're a nice little community, but yet I feel their end is nigh.
Do you?
No.
I do.
Is that a posh way of saying now? Now.
I think no.
Now is the time.
Now is the winter of our Yethcon Hill. Now look, dear Alvin is the store manager. It's that time of the year again, and we'll be delighted to offer you a seasonal position here. Oh, it's for you, Alvin.
You see, I'm getting a new job.
The Wheelston Departmentorama. It's going to be our biggest year yet, and we're all excited about it. Well, doesn't it get up your nose when people say, "Oh, it's going to be a miserable Christmas for the shopping"?
They say
Oh, it's
that
going,
every
and
year.
then just as we get up to Christmas, it's been a boom year.
Yeah. Odd that.
Anyway, we're all excited. However, health and safety and political correctness have taken their toll, and the red suit and the beard will not be necessary this year, Deds.
Oh.
Forensic examination at the conclusion of your stint last year ruled you are both a health and a fire risk.
I am. How
he is.
dare they?
Oh, he is. That
How
breath of
dare
his.
they?
That was because pieces of 4-week-old mince pie were found in the beard and countless singe marks on the suit where you'd nip back round the back of the fairy grotto for a quick one.
There's always time for a quick one, you know that. I might go into pantomime, you know, because Chipping Norton are doing Rapunzel, and I thought there might be a part
Your
of me for
hair.
that.
You
What do
could
think?
be Rapunzel.
I could let
I
the
could-
hair down.
Let your
couldn't
hair
I?
down.
Just
I could do
see you
that.
being lowered from a great height.
Absolutely. That's the role for me, I think. If you got any thoughts, do keep them to yourself.
Well, no, they want you as a happy holiday greeter at the Wheelston Departmentorama.
Oh, right,
You
yeah.
sit in a large chair in a totally empty room wearing a lounge suit. And when the kiddies
Like
come
me
in,
at home.
you say, listen to me, this is what you say.
Go on, what do I say?
You say, hi there.
No wonder you made me stop to listen.
Hi there, I'm Alvin. Happy holidays. Tell me, little boy, girl.
As appropriate.
I'm not sure.
What are you expecting as a gift to celebrate this non-denominational winter festival?
and then they get a mug shot with you, and that's it. We bung them out. I got excited watching the National Lottery on Saturday. An easy enough thing to do, Andy.
Very exciting show.
Not because I won anything, but because I distinctly heard the presenter say, "Now, the voice of the bulls." At last, I thought, they got rid of that dedicoat geezer. A lilting voice from the valleys will tell me I haven't won.
You haven't won, see?
I've heard that TV will add £10 to your figure.
Oh, no.
But I didn't realise it dropped your voice by 2 octaves as well.
Wrong £10. Have a card. Look, I brought you a card.
Oh, it is
Yeah,
Lynn
open it now,
Bowles'
yeah.
birthday
Open it now.
today. And
Yes.
Deb-
It is indeed.
Get well soon.
Oh.
Very nice.
You
Well,
had this spare, didn't you?
No, I quickly
You didn't
rushed down
have-
to get that. I just
No,
grabbed a
that's
card.
get well soon.
Yeah.
He's scrubbed out. Hope you are soon on the mend to happy birthday.
Yeah, well, you just the sentiment, isn't it?
You're
And look,
so
no,
cheap.
Oh, look.
no. It's a cake. A little cake. Look.
That's the smallest cake I've ever seen
It
in
is
my
true,
life.
that, isn't it?
I thought that was a small cheese.
And it's also a Christmas cake.
Oh,
is it?
well, he's all thought. You're all heart,
Yes,
son.
but it's nearly
you got me a
Christmas.
get-
It's nearly Christmas.
You got me a get well card and a Christmas
Look,
cake.
I was in a hurry and it's dark still, all right?
I think I'm going to cry.
You're gonna cry.
Now, will you just, before you do that, dear, I hope you have your part ready.
Yes, I've always got my
for
part
the drama
ready.
that will follow after the immediacy of your traffic forecasting. It's called Scranford. We have Scranford coming up after this, love. Carry on.
Hold yourself in readiness.
Where's the script? Where's my script?
Love?
Where's the script?
Love?
How have you lost your
Where's my
script?
script gone?
Oh,
No, I haven't. Thank goodness. And now, all right, cast. Pull yourselves together, lads. All right. We better have a signature tune. Okay. Scranford.
With apologies to Carl Davis.
Written by Daphne Ground-Marnier. The roles, Dr. Frank Harassum, a newly qualified medico from the Midlands.
Good morning.
Alan Dedicote in that part. Miss Potty Jenkins, a lower scullery maid from the Principality, Lynn Bow.
Hello?
Major Blowout, a wealthy gourmand, Sir T. Wogan. Hello? Ricketts, the part-time gardener, and down-at heel urchin, Beryl Ann Boyd.
How's it going?
That's him, all right. All right, very well. The part starts. Major Blowout. Bah, short commons again. There never any victuals worth a tinker's curse around here.
Oh, I don't know, my lovely. There's a batch of those newfangled donut things in the pantry. Shall I fetch them?
Well, very well, and be quick about it. Am I overdoing it?
No, you're fine, you're fine.
And lift that strange young man who's skulking outside the French windows in, as you go.
Yes, sir.
All right, me old cocker.
Do you see? See? Give a person a chance to have a part in a play. This is what you get.
All right, me old cocker. I've come here to inspect a case of gout. Anybody got any gout?
All right. Don't add to your part. You're too late. We drank it last night. The empties are out the beer.
Oh, no. What am I going to do now?
For heaven's sake.
What?
What?
Pull back, love. I'm pulling back. I'm back as far as I can go.
The scullery maid has gone to get some new confection called donuts. She will return ere long.
Oh, busting.
Here we are. We have jammy ones and some icing on them, and they're lovely to look at. Tidy, isn't it? Doesn't it?
Oh. Would you have a little? Something to help wash them down, perchance?
There's no perchance in there. You're adding, love. Keep to the script, will you?
Would you have a little something to help wash them down?
All in good time. First, we must make way for a toothless urchin who is dressed in rags and who will steal the show and win all the BAFTAs down his breeches. You can almost see his gobbles.
There's been a murder.
For God's sake.
Hands down, good.
Oh, you know.
Thank you.
Did your best, you know.
Yeah, no, it's my all, that one.
It'd break me heart for this kind of thing. Hands up. Face on the cutting room floor.
Faith.
There's nothing left. I'll have to go for the cake. I'm listening to you in the office on my computer. Really? Well, Sheila, good luck to you. How's the business going? And the BBC website says, I'm listening to Sarah Kennedy. Look, the BBC website is a law unto itself, and you mustn't ever question it, because it gets upset. I have to say, not all the population in China are 6.6 million. Look, for goodness sake, we had a letter from somebody saying, I've written to you before, and you said I live in some obscure place in China. Well, I'd just like you to know there are 6.6 million people living around me here. So it's not insignificant. On the other hand, says Mary, not all the population in China are 6.6, some are 6.7, and some are even 8 million. For instance, where I'm living, a place called Ningbo. I've been here for 3 years. It's a bit like Bradford, is it, Mary? You can't find your way out. No. Well, anyway, thank you. And it's wonderful to get letters from all over the world. And I'm watching I'm a Celebrity. Avogadro Jones is writing, what a testament. I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here. So how excellent the educational system is on either side of the pond. They had to do some rudimentary maths to win a chocolate gâteau. First of all, Gemma. Who's Gemma? We don't know. Was faced with the knotty problem of calculating 47 minus 20. As the time ticked away, she applied her grey matter. Steam was seen to come out of her ears. 17, she said. And that was incorrect. And then there were a series of stabs at the answer. Time ebbed away, and she finally got it right, leaving the way for Janice. Who? Who's Janice? To be grilled. And she was faced with a fiendishly difficult question of saying what 20% of 60 was. Random guessing, rather than rational thought, was the method she employed. Sadly, none was correct. Time ran out, and the gatto fell into a box full of cockroaches. No, it's not just you, Avogadro Jones. Aye? I've often heard you talk about messages you get from Oz, and Cathy Rose is only visiting Australia, but she's still sending us a message there. Greetings to you, Cathy, and sunny Saigon. Melanie Sawyer's in sunny Saigon, and Andrew's a proud Pom in the land of the long white cloud. And later on, well, possibly tomorrow, I shall give you the benefit of a letter I've had from the Mumbai Repertory Theatre and Bingo Emporium. Your first joke about Ned and his conjugals, so long ago, I've forgotten it, struck me as being inspired by the classic that went along the following lines, says Graham Ellison. Condemned man been taken to the gallows, walking across the courtyard in pouring rain. He turns to the hangman and says, "Horrible morning." And the hangman replies, "All right for you, I've got to walk back in it." And then Barnsley Chop writes in, "Hooray! The cold weather is among us at last. The only time in the long calendar year when a man can wear women's tights under his trousers without arousing too much suspicion." Heartening word, isn't it? And Vanessa says, Ned returns from his GP and tells his wife his doctor has told him he's only 24 hours to live. And given this prognosis, Ned asks his wife for, well, a bit of romance. And naturally she agrees. And about 6 hours later, the old boy goes to his wife and says, "Dear, you know, I've only 18 hours to live. Could we, one more time?" "But of course." His wife agrees. And later, as he gets into bed, he looks at the watch and realises he's now only 8 hours left. He touches his wife's shoulder and says, "One more time before I die?" And she says, "Of course, dear." And a little later, she falls asleep. And Ned, however, worried about his impending death, tosses and turns and can't sleep for long. And he taps his wife and says, "Dear, I've only 4 more hours to live. Do you think we could..." And at this point, the wife sits up and says, "Listen, Ned, I have to get up in the morning, even if you don't." Several years ago, you commented. You see, there's a lot of old grouches out there this morning complaining about saying, "This is BBC Radio 2, online, on digital, and on 88.91 FM. We're forced to do that. Yes. I don't know by whom. It's just written down. Several years ago, says Joe, Joe, did anybody ever call you an old grump? You commented about TV and radio presenters saying, "Thank you very much indeed." No, that's Radio 4. They still do it. When they go out to reporters, and the reporter's job is to give them a report, and then as soon as they get the report, "Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Oh, thank you." I agree with you then, but they're even worse today. I find it completely unnecessary and superfluous. A simple thank you sounds much more professional. Give them another reminder, please. I've contacted many producers over the last 2 years. None has even acknowledged my remarks. Well, Joe, thank you very much indeed for that. And Andrew Motion, the poet laureate, writes to us on a regular basis, but I rarely can finish one of his poems because, well, I'm feeling, this is lines on my nasty bout of the flu. I'm feeling rough. My throat's on fire. I'm finding sucking terrible. I wish to enter your top 10 punchline competition. There is no competition. There are no competitions on the BBC. It's not allowed. Because underhand things could be done here. I could be fiddling funds and sending them off to Barrowland's account in the Isle of Man. Anyway, what we're doing is occasionally it comes up, punchlines. We don't tell the gag, we just tell the punchlines. Anyway, Jamie Donuts is, "That is not my dog." That's my favourite punchline of all time, as a matter of fact. Oh, thank you very much. Now, that's offensive to Chinese. They didn't think much of it in Tesco's either. She looks much better now. She is only 2. Oh no, not the breathalyzer again. It's just that I keep burning my backside on the light bulb. Now, I like that one. And finally, and the winner is Cindy. Oh no, it's Scooch. Sorry. That's not funny.
Go to Wogan!
This was a podcast from BBC Radio 2. Don't forget you can also download free podcasts for Steve Wright, Russell Brand and Chris Evans. Get more information now at bbc.co.uk/radio2.